I just want to say hello to my soul tribe out there. That I feel y'all out there. That we're all connected, and we are all living our life, and you know, going through challenges, or creating beautiful memories. That we're all connected, and the enemy right now. God may have you in a fire right now, like a battle, and He's trying to show your enemies that as long as you got God walking beside you, or you got Jesus walking beside you, you can go through anything. You go for anything. I just got done watching the movie Glory, and if you ain't seen the movie Glory, it's a really good movie. And while I was watching it, I got a download in my head that you got the ancestors, the whole divine, the universe, ascendant masters. You got a ton of spiritual beings that walk behind you, that walk with you. And the enemy is trying to throw everything at you. Everything from gang stalking to spreading lies to having you surveillance. Maybe you lost a loved one, removing people that you love out of your life. You might have lost someone you love that they crossed over. Speaking on that, if you love somebody that, when they crossed over, that God has His reasons, that they could maybe help you more on the other side, or, maybe He did it for a protection reason, or they was only supposed to be with you for a certain amount of time. To do not, no matter what the enemy does, whatever you're going through, they want to take away everything you have, and they want you homeless till you literally have nothing. Literally. What I'm hearing God doing right now, and there's a siren in the background, is the place that you're at. Be careful what you ask for, what you pray about, because you may want the truth. Like I explained in my last video, you're going to get the hardcore truth. God is going to remove blockages that you don't see. Maybe certain people was blocking you from going on your journey in such a way, and God puts you amongst the enemy. Like, I'm hearing rats are all around you, and let them maybe think, if they think you're slow, let them think you act like you don't know what's going on, that you know exactly what's going on, but you choose just to stay on your path, stay in high vibration, and remember this: vengeance belongs to the Lord. Don't retaliate. You may think, keep going, God, why are you putting me through this? Because God is trying to send a message amongst the wolves that you will not break my chosen. You will not break my child. Don't lose faith. Because one of the downloads that I got last night was, when you're born into this world, when you come into this world, they instill a lot of fear in you. Your whole life want to keep you in fear and controlled, and, all those feelings. But when you have faith in the Most High God, and that faith alone is your power, and you believe, I'm telling you, anything on this journey nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. So let the enemy think that they're winning, that they're trying to hurt you. But as they keep throwing everything onto you, you keep getting up. You keep focusing on the Most High. You keep going. I'm hearing, dang, I thought that last thing that we did to her was going to knock her down. But no, you still choose to get up and keep going. The whole thing is to, no matter what's thrown at you, do not lose your faith. Because some of you guys are out there are bait. You are karma for people who didn't even realize that you're karma. Like, you're bait. You are literally bait to take down. And I'm also hearing that when you walk away, the tower is going to fall. It's going to come crumbling down. that God plants his chosen ones every so much place. And you know why he picked you? Confirmation. You know why he picked you? You think, God, I keep going through this, why do you keep sending me to do this? Because he knew that you could withstand that battle to the end. So think about that. Think that before you came here in this world, that God said, I'm going to put you in this situation. This is what's going to happen, and I choose you. Because you can stand. You can fight alone. I'm talking to the ones that don't have anybody. The enemy tries to cut you off from people you love, attacking your children because, the tax ain't getting to you. They want to take certain people out. They want to strip you of nothing. But what's so crazy is they don't understand you work for the Most High God. It is such more of a purpose than what they realize, that it goes so much further than what they think. What your mission is. Just like Jesus talked about, if you make it through the tribulation, you are saved for all eternity. I don't think about what's in this world. I know after this lifetime, I'm going home. I'm going home to the heavenly kingdom. That I'll be saved. And not only this, you're doing it for your ancestors, the one who couldn't do it, the ones that was sacrificed. You got all those people, all those spirits backing you up, keep going, because this mission is so important. You're here to show other people, man, if that person can make it through that and they had faith in God, well, you know what? Something about that light, man. That light that keeps that person going. Let me turn to God. Let me turn to Jesus. You're here to help other people to turn to the light. To do not be afraid. Yes, God had to put you in amongst the wolves. Yes, you're just like the story, Daniel in the lion's den. Remember what the king did? He threw Daniel in the lion's den, and God sent the angel to close the lion's mouth. And I think you say there, it said for 6 days. 6 days. And God is trying to show. He's trying to show the light. God is in control. God is the way to save you. Because I promise you this, and I don't like to talk about the fear part of things, but there is a hell. There is a hell. There's different dimensions of hell. And the whole purpose is, when I leave this world, I want to be saved. I want to go home to the heavenly kingdom. And I pray for you too. I pray you turn to the light. Even anybody who's in the dark and lost and, say you don't have any beliefs, anything. I promise you, there was something that I heard today. And a woman says, when you have Jesus in your life, you have peace. You can sleep at night when there's a big battle going on outside. Just, I promise you, have faith. No matter what battle is being thrown at you, it's for a reason. God is doing it for a reason. If you find yourself hurt a little bit, purge that out. Go through the motions. Pray about it. Pray to God give you the peace. But right now, as you hear the sirens going off in the background, there's a lot of commotion going on outside of my environment. The enemy is trying to stop you, and they're going to come hard. They're coming hard. But God is trying to show them, this is my child. This is my chosen. And I'll tell you what, I will not lose faith. And I pray to anybody out there who is lost. I promise you, there was one time in my life, part of my time in life, I was so lost. And I won't come on here and lie to you guys. There's times where I cry to God. I cry. I maybe get upset. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. But I take it to God. I'll say, God, can you please help me? And he always shows up. I may need an answer to something, and God always delivers. And you may say, God, please remove all my enemies, seen or unseen, known or unknown. And don't be surprised, he takes out certain people out of your life. Because God says you didn't hear a certain conversation that I heard. You never would have moved if I didn't remove certain things from your life. So if the enemy takes everything from you, everything, but what they don't understand is they cannot take your faith to the Most High. Keep going. Keep going. And let them think, your enemies think they got over on you. Let them think that. Don't retaliate. Remember, vengeance belongs to the Lord. I promise you, justice will be restored. And that's what God needs. God is getting his children, the ones who are fair. The ones... We need more fair souls in the world. Fair leaders. Justice, who believes in justice. And you got the whole big spiritual realm that's walking behind you. I promise you that. Don't lose faith, because that's the devil is saying to you, look, all this is going on right now. You ain't got nobody. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no money in your pocket. You ain't got nowhere to live. You're being gang stalked. They got you surveillance. They got all your phones tapped. They're stealing your mail. They done stolen, let's say, inheritance. They had a life insurance. I mean, so many things that they've done to you. They took people that you loved away. They spread awful lies, and your God's not coming. What are you doing? He's not coming. He's not coming to help you. But the devil doesn't see that after all that, you still believe in God. You still made it through. You still got up. You still walked. You still stand at your post. You still woke up and chose to stand up. Even if you ain't got no foundation to stand on or nowhere to go, you still chose to stand and believe in the Most High, because he's going to take you and send you to the promised land. It is so much more of a bigger purpose than what your enemies realize. I promise you that. You're not only doing this for God, but you're doing this for the spiritual realm. You're doing this for your ancestors who couldn't, say if you do lose it all, don't go back and sell out to your enemies. Don't do it, because that's what they want. They want you to return back to the past when you absolutely had nothing. Like one of your enemies could have went out there and slit your tires, right? And then they come say to you, oh, what happened? How could I help? Don't do it. When God tells you to cut somebody off, leave them be. Cut them off. Leave them in the past. Let it go. Forgive them. Pray for them. Pray for them to repent, and, pray for them to ask for forgiveness, and they be delivered from these dark spirits, because they are just empty vessels being led by dark attachments. And my nose really started itching when I said that. Pray for them. I promise you, God will restore justice, because I see some of the chosen ones, or some of the Soul Tribe members, are going through it right now, but they're standing strong. The enemy's trying to take away a lot of things from them, but they're not getting it. It's the faith. No matter what, we will not lose faith in our Father. And I just want to come on here and say that to you guys. Hope you guys have a blessed night. 333, all journey long to the moon, to the stars, and back.